I've been absolutely obsessed with this game. I built this little base here. It got attacked by these military people. I've also been playing it multiplayer occasionally, trying to figure out this story with other people. It's a pretty long game, but it's a pretty good game. Anyway, I decided I would go up into this dimension so that way I can get some of the herbs and stuff to make syringes. I later on found out you can just like go up to the mines and stuff, and honestly, syringes are okay, but there's way better alternatives. Once I was ready, I set out to go take out this new dimension. We got sent to the train station. There must be sneak damage in this game.
So I was pumping iron the other day.
These pads were really handy, like early on, to like get advantages on things, but later on, I don't even use them anymore.
Scientist, what purpose do you have with
The
this
auto
anomaly?
system should have been
Speak.
fail-safe. These systems mute.
Tell me, what is the purpose of this train's perpetuity?
fix it.
What
We must
disaster
fix it.
the crews
Keep going.
commit? Oh,
The train must roll
explain
on,
yourself.
yes, no
Why
matter
must
what.
this
I
vehicle
cannot
persist
rest.
in its motion?
Keep going,
Tell me
can't
this
stop.
instant.
Oh, we know what will happen.
Prometheus,
The
you're
pursuit
bringing a
all these
madman
years
using your
cannot
science
stop.
towards things you
Going.
cannot comprehend. Your gate.
I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting a whole anomaly where we're on a train and the train cannot stop. Pretty interesting though, and I wasn't really sure what I would need from here, so I just kind of grabbed like a little bit of everything. Luckily I did that because this silverware right here actually turned out to be really handy for the progression of the story.
I would bring.
When I returned, I found that the entire laboratory was like flooded with noxious, like toxic gas. And this little chest guy was here, and honestly, he kind of scared the crap out of me, so I went to go stab him. And then I realized he's kind of just like Chester from Don't Starve. Again, the military people came to attack my base again. This time I had to grab the gun out of the cupboard. I didn't even have it in my inventory. Then I was able to trade the blacksmith for some of the parts for these things for the next part of the story. Went home to cook some stuff. And at the same time, I looked up how to make this soda because I was really confused how I would get that lens from him. Oh, sorry, not lens, the fiber optic cable. And I was advised that silver and metal in a pot with some water makes it. I also got really confused and thought it would take actually 5 minutes and something, like it said. I ended up sitting there for ages not knowing that the lid on it meant it was done. Damn. With that, there's now the final piece I needed to fix all of the pumps, so I went to go trade it.
Yeah, you good?
With that, all that was left to do was go find this lady.
Oh my god! There's your exit! Nothing a micro black hole couldn't take care of? Now you can get into labs. We'll follow soon.
And that gained me access to this part of the map. Things got pretty weird from here.
Are you sure about this, Abe?
Of course I'm sure, Janet.
Do you remember the pocket dimension? I remember the pocket dimension.
This is completely different. We're fighting fire with fire. Mance never let me try this, but if I can just bootstrap the neural array, I should be able to... Aha! Oh no. Janet,
Oh my god, it's loose.
run, Janet.
That was a pretty cool first glimpse at something that we can make later. Those little pests are actually pretty fun.
Interesting.
This is Dr. Mance. If you had asked me 5 years ago what our chances of using the perforation system as a stable travel were, I would have assumed I was talking to an imbecile. Today, such a network seems within our grasp. The T3 unit, or the Dark Lens they're calling it, has proven exceptionally successful. There are few places on Earth we cannot access under stable conditions. And finally, we can create those stable conditions. In theory. I would say our ambitions have extended far beyond their origins. Far beyond.
I'm gonna be honest, the second I seen that thing's poster outline, made me a little nervous, but actually seeing it, gross. I died. I then made my way to the laboratory, but realized that it's a little bit locked up in places. I had to figure my way through it. Little did I know that little disgusting squid guy, that would not be the last time I would see him, and he would become such a pain. Yeah, he just shows up and starts moaning in your ear like that, and if you don't pay attention to him or you don't notice him, he just runs up and tickle monsters you, but like actually just starts like stabbing you with his tentacles. I don't know, it's freaky. He screams the entire time as well. It's not good. Anyway, I made my way up into the labs. After some rodeo, I joined a friend for a bit. Around we can go to. Yeah, don't go out that door.
Why?
This one I just opened. Do not go out that door.
Wi-Fi or something.
Actually, are we beyond the turrets here?
Nope.
What did I
Do not
just
go
say?
there.
How do you like this, you little prick, huh? You like it? You don't like it, do you?
Oh, I see it
Whoa.
too.
And yeah, I learned about the portable X-ray gun because on that world we have two hands to farm, so it was pretty easy to come up with the materials for it. He is still a pain in my world, however. Some other stuff I learned from playing the other world was just experimenting with stuff. And this briefcase, honestly, pretty damn good. You just put that thing on charge. Whenever you get attacked, chuck it down like it's a Warhammer. Progressing through the story, we end up in some sort of SPC, like, containment unit. And like any sensible human being, I just started interacting with the items there and picking them up like they wouldn't have consequences. It's pretty cool. This cube allows you to, like, have low gravity. Then for some reason I trusted a man inside an SPC containment unit.
Think the stars. All I wanted was a place to rest a few hours without getting eaten or shot or minced. But I accidentally locked myself in. 2 PhDs, but you'd never know it. I'd very much prefer not to rot here, so if you could help me out, I'd be extremely grateful. And I can help. You see, I'm confident that I can get us through the vacuum chamber to the surface elevator. In fact, I'm sure of it. If you could just get this door open.
Brought it back to its place
I then
of
used the
origin,
cube to
tried
leap
several
the
types
gap
of ammunition.
instead of having to walk through the turrets.
Present bruises your
And then I
shoulder when
found
you
this
fire.
pretty cozy location that I honestly contemplated moving to. I was unaware that there were zombies here, and that zombies were a thing. I had a slight inkling from when I went to the Flat Hills Silent Hill location looking place, and there was an arcade machine as well as a poster, and I thought there was just way too much detail to not have something like that. This game never ceases to amaze me. There's just so much different stuff that happens. Anyway, I found a porthole that kind of was crazy. Went through it, and we are in a full-on zombie apocalypse. The goal of this place seemed to be to go ahead and find the buttons. I think there was like 5 of them or something. And I thought I better conserve my battery as much as possible because I don't want to be stuck with zombies in the dark. Then I found this Christmas setup, which was pretty cool. I really needed that painting. Barely even saw the sword because I was that excited about the painting. Now I had a cool sword and a painting. Instantly got a porcelain key out of these presents. This location might be something I visit a lot just for the presents. It's pretty cool. And the zombies. Once I wrapped up here, I decided to go and open the porcelain chest. I remember there was one between the wildlife and the office. Got a cool lantern, some of this, some of that. Nothing too crazy, and I could for some reason pick the box itself up, but I couldn't plant it. I then decided to go and take out some robots and stuff because I had to work on getting the next upgrade. And I also wanted to work on getting an X-ray lamp, at least the standing one. Because this guy just won't stop showing up, moaning in my ear and trying to touch me. I got pretty lazy, I ain't gonna lie. I made this chair because I had it in the other world and I don't know, when you live this far away, you need mobility to get stuff rolling. This game, you'd be walking for a while or taking the train or something. This just made it so much easier. And look how cool it is. Charges from the wall, pretty badass. You might even say that it's mind-blowing. Anyway, I decided to farm this stuff up as much as possible. Got myself the torrent version of this at least. It's not perfect, but at least if that thing comes, I can come in the back room, face away from it, and hopefully it gets attacked. It's not perfect, but I mean, it'll do. I eventually got a little bored of where I'm at. It is too far. Like, even with the chair, it's too far. And then while that happened, this dude walked into the X-ray, making it a lot easier. I now have an essence that I can use to upgrade. And then we also got the flat hill style, I don't know what you call this, an environment happening while it was moving. It's kind of weird, kind of cool. This is going to be the new place. It's going to be awesome, trust. While I was coming out here, I noticed that the pest is actually pretty cool, and it got me thinking, like, how cool can they be? I did some research on it, and pretty damn cool. There's lots of different variants you can make. They're pretty badass. I decided to keep on progressing through the story. Came to this point where, honestly, there's just this guy on a torrent just being a pain. Really almost got me. Name a better combination. Pest and a shotgun. Pretty cool. This guy, speaking of pest, just won't back down. Even when you have this gun, he still doesn't stop appearing. I think we might be cursed for him forever. I don't know. As if it wasn't suspicious enough that this guy was inside an SPC container, the second his container was unlocked,
Reset the system
he
and
appeared
turn the
here.
guns on those apes. Bravo! We may yet get out of here with our skins. Now, we just need to get that odious gunk off the vacuum chamber door. But this isn't the first time we've had this problem. That goo was a curse until Dr. Lassiter opened a new portal to the mycofields in Antiverse 2, and the TR teams discovered a substance that could remove that awful stuff. The test chamber portal may even still be open. But with the state of things, who's to say? I suppose we just have to go and find out.
Before we go and find out, this is what I ended up doing with the base so far. A little cozy. We got the fridge there. We got the cooking station. I'm going to have to add a toilet somewhere at some point, but it's pretty vibey. It's not the craziest base. It's not a try-hard sweat base. They're pretty cool. Then while playing multiplayer, this happened.
Get out of the way
I see a
fast.
nerd.
Do you?
Wait, that wasn't you? So he like pinged his location to show where he was. He was nowhere near that. I don't know who climbed down from the ceiling. It's only a quick frame. It's definitely a person, and it's definitely not a co-worker. Pretty strange, but then again, I'm currently fighting a giant beetle thing. So strange is the name of the game. Speaking of that, we have to fight this guy to get his Encore to drop. It wasn't a dramatically difficult fight. I think I died once or twice, but with the blades, I really underestimated how many of them I would need. That's why I resorted to this thing for a bit, till I could pick up the blades off him. Oh yeah, and of course this healing station was pretty handy, but in all honesty, it's a bit hard to use it when he's right on you. He just pushes you off it, so I ended up having to abandon it. I'll admit, this blade gun, it's starting to become one of my favorites, if I'm going to be honest. We finally got the job done, but the material for the, I guess you call them bullets, isn't really that hard to come by, and you can pick them back up for the most part, as you will see here when this guy just absolutely explodes into grinder discs. Pretty cool. With that Encore, we were able to go up and unlock a new place. I had to do a trade deal with the blacksmith in order to get a heat suit, because it's too hot here. I came in a multiplayer world. We did not survive long. It was confusing because of the heat. Way easier to just get the heat suit for the air compressor, get it done, grab this stuff, and as soon as we get this stuff, we get the recipe for the anti-thermite or whatever you call it. And I just had to grab 10 of them. Pretty cool. I wouldn't recommend wasting it on Molotovs. I did that. They're not that great. Kind of a waste, really. Also, I think that stuff can be later on used as ammunition. Like, you can build ammunition with it. Anyway, I got the thermite down. And now we're entering the security facility.
A reprieve. Be grateful. I perceive you've come far and seek escape from the depths, the shadow lair, where our kinds cannot coexist. You are of our kith, but not our kin, and I came with a warning, which is a gift. Halt here, and no worse shall befall you.
So she seems weird and interesting. Unlocked a shortcut there, and then I went to use this, and there's like a shadowy hand on it. And then I guess death just came out a porthole. So I decided to go in the porthole because I would rather that than him. It turns out that's what I was supposed to do, and then I ended up going through a series of these portholes. This is one of the main things I needed, as well as this essence. That was pretty much the gist of it, besides unlocking new portions and preventing them weird hand things he has locked by destroying these things. It also opens the exit to this place, but it also destroys the hand on the keypad, allowing us to progress through. Also don't know what's up with these people. You can't hurt them. Kind of just here. With the materials, I was able to come here and open up a porthole to like a pilgrim town. And I'm gonna be honest, it was like a witch hunt there. They didn't like us. It was a very long trip here. If you are going to come here, bring the cube so that you can jump across a certain part. The music's pretty vibey. Also found if you kill the people here, they seem to just keep spawning more, or if you take too long getting spotted by them, they'll just keep spawning more and more and more and make it absolute hell for you. I decided not to kill them because I did kill them a lot in the multiplayer, and it got hellish, dude. Like, there was way too many. And that is right, what you need the cube for is right back there, that jump. But yeah, they just got way too out of hand. Yeah.
A sip of water would suffice.
A new arrival. Apologies, I thought you were one of the village idiots. Of course not one could have made it past those creatures, though several tried. It's good to see a colleague again. We came here to study this place, to find out why it attracted our perforations so intensely. We certainly found the answer. The lodestone, they call it. But the locals disapproved of our curiosity toward their holy artifact. They slaughtered Dr. Jessup, burned Dr. Mitter, and took our portal gear. I can't even get a signal, so those Luddites have clearly damaged it. I was hardly going to give them their bauble back after that, was I? And anyway, that lodestone is our ticket home. Or what's inside it, rather. Take it and listen carefully. It's powerful perforation technology, and we can use its internal parts to repair our equipment, if you can find a way to smash it apart. The anvil down in the village could be useful. They treat it like a religious artifact, but we know the most significant science is done by breaking things. Then, we just need to track down our portal gear. Start with the maniac in the church. Whatever he's done to our equipment, the lodestone fragments should be more than adequate to fix it.
I made the mistake of attacking this thing, I'm not gonna lie. They chased me all the way through. They don't normally do that. Lost a lot of health from that. Pretty crazy. Then I came through back to this place to make the, was it tier 4 at this point? Yeah, I think it's tier 4 hacking. All the materials are pretty much like here, but that deathbird thing just chases you through here, making it nightmarish. But that purple laser back there, I did discover, well, we discovered that he gets injured by it. It's like the only thing here that can injure him. You can't shoot him unless you have a laser pistol or something. So what I kept doing was farm up here, run him back to the lasers. It wasn't exactly foolproof. I then made the mag bow, which I'm going to be honest, I don't know why, my accuracy must be terrible. That happened too. Also, this machine here, I discovered, it's just infinite. Like, you don't have to pay for this every day. Yeah, that happened, by the way. I don't know, someone died. But you don't have to pay for that. You can just come shake it. Pretty cool.